improve that rhythm as we looks like we're going to get things kicked off here. Game number 1, of course, always going to be a 3v3 in this format. 01 Esports taking on Renegades. OCE and Mina facing off here.
It's a matchup we all wanted. Finally, we do get it. If you're just joining us, this is, I believe, our 5th series of the day. About halfway through our matches for the allocated slot. Tomorrow, we will again return. We'll have about 10 that we get through. So if you're looking for some quality Rocket League between all of international competition, you came to the right place. Early on, though, it was the kickoff win for 01 Esports, but resurgence from Renegades back to the midfield line will give them possession for now. We'll see if they can do anything with it.
And again, very curious to see what 01 Esports brings to the table here against Renegades. And like I said earlier, I do think it is speed that will be the difference here. And that's obviously on the ball and off the ball as well. You know, a lot of players, you talk about speed, and a lot of that is actually just your positioning, not so much the actual speed. And for 01 Esports, so far given some space to work with. You certainly want to shut down Fever there, as now Kami wants one on target, and a good big save there on the goal line. Renegades trying to threaten early.
Speed is a mentality. You just gotta have it. Probably be successful if you do. A lot of boost burned. Renegades were looking for the extra touch, but they'll need a demo instead. Nothing in the tank as of now before Ames is able to pick up some. Individual hits right upfield, dealt with quickly. 01 Esports denying the opening push as Renegades yet again mount the attack through the corner. And this time they will hold it from CJ's POV as he tries to get the second tap off the back wall. Won't be successful. Good clear from 01, but they failed to hold on to the ball.
Yeah, tough to hold on. And a couple of good passes coming out from Renegades, still threatening, but a good out here from 01. A flip reset from Austin, trying to get that going. The offense from him. I haven't really seen too much offense from 01 at the moment, as it has been Renegades controlling a lot of that midfield. And it certainly is the key for a lot of teams, locking down that midfield, especially the midfield boost, because it's a lot of times that's the outlet for teams to pick up those midfield boosts when they gain possession. If you deny those, you can take away possession. And how about this? A wide open net for Fever. Renegades on the board first.
I was wondering if that demo had something to do with it. It probably did. Yep, opens up the back wall. And unfortunately, that commit meant the back line was open. And there was nobody back to rotate. It happens, but Renegades pounce on the opportunity very quickly, and they leave nothing to chance. Already 1-0.
And again, I do think that Renegades are slightly favored here. Or
Sure.
And I do think that they, at least in the threes, I think the twos might be a different discussion depending on what we see. But again, I think there's just a lot of experience here from Renegades. Even if you think that Renegades pound for pound aren't as good, the experience coming out in this type of event is just unmatched for a lot of teams here even.
It's good clear. There's Renegades though. Poked back out.
Oh my.
Wasn't sure if I know the demo went through, but I didn't know if he got okay.
Yeah. I think it was a Renegades player trying to demo Masin, but then he got the demo on him. So it was a little Uno reverse on him, yeah.
Okay. Not usually seeing that kind of demo, but I love the creativity from it already. Minute 50 to go. Couldn't find the redirect. Fever was up for the ball regardless. Great pre-read downfield as CJ will fall back for boost towards the midfield. And right now, numbers continue to push up. 01 looking for an opportunity to put their first goal on the board in this series, but quickly met and denied as Renegades looking for the second shot.
Decent attempt there from Renegades, and you see that ball kind of trickling out without a 01 player getting after it. Renegades certainly going to take advantage. Another half chance there from Fever. 01 Esports trying to put on some offense here. It's been tough for them to keep possession the final third, but here comes an opportunity off the back wall. Follow-ups there, save from CJ. The shot wasn't on target. Am's also trying to get a piece of the offense as well, as Renegades doing a great job of preventing things, and Zonix accidentally pinches that one to his own side.
The defense has been here before. They've met the challenge. Granted, they give up basically a backline goal, but still, that demo could potentially open things up. You needed a clear. Finally, they do find it. Not a lot of time left in game 1. Whoever loses this will get their pick of a 1s or 2s matchup coming up in game 2. Another demo at midfield. Numbers now for 01 Esports, but momentarily we're back to full strength for Renegades. Circling through the corner, it's Fever. Looking for the cross. There's Kami. CJ denied. And the demos are coming up big, but now they need to go down and score.
Maybe a chance here for 0-1. They've got through that midfield line. Renegades only have to just throw it downfield here. 0-1 trying to get a hold. That's a great demo from Kami as it slows down the transition from 0-1. Now a chance back the other way for Renegades. Huge stop from AMS. Still in a dangerous spot here. Renegades trying to put this game to bed, just throwing it to the 0-1 side. And now they got to go the length of the pitch. Kami to stop it. Still tough for 0-1 to break out. CJ, the next one in line. 0-1 Esports able to keep it alive, looking for the backboard now. Renegades a little stretched out as Fever wants to carry this one down and end this game, but it just won't die. 0-1 Esports still keeping it up, still trying to threaten. Now the chance is there, the shot's high. Still 0-1 threatening here. 0 seconds. It stayed up for probably another 20, 30 seconds here, Spaceman. As it finally... The option is bad here, as we'll find out the decision. It will be a 1v1. I was going to say AM's 1v1 would be a really fun one to watch, as Fever is going to be his opponent, and he'll get the better of him here in the first 4 seconds.
Good, solid kickoff win, and I've learned that as soon as you get excited in ones, you better be prepared for the absolute opposite, because it's going to swing back hard. We expect that to happen. And you talk about AM's prowess in ones, and surely if you want anybody in this position to obviously get the lead right back, but to get this series tied up 1-1, it probably would be him.
This is going to be exciting 1v1 here, I think. AM certainly on the leaderboards there. I think he's like top 50 at the moment right now in ones. And he's certainly in control here with this ball, as he's giving Fever a little bit of a loop there on his own goal line. Fever certainly don't want to give him that much time, and now AM's looking to cut this one back. Fever trying to be slow with it, and AM's whiffs the ball there. Fever was trying to read the back post shot, and good work there from Fever to stay with it.
Already a goal to boot. Renegades find themselves on the board first. Quick cut down, and if he recovers, that's an open net. Just off the back wall. A little bit off target for AMS. Had an opportunity there, but denying the extra push and the extension from Renegades, which is what kind of helped them get into those positions for those clean demos that led open to a break in game 1. Ones is a very different beast, though. We'll see how it plays out as AMS will take it off the sidewall. A lot of boost to burn here. Can he get over Fever? Looking for the dunk. Will not.
I definitely think AMS is favored in this matchup. OCE definitely not known for their ones. Not that Fever isn't going to be a worthy opponent, and certainly in the lead at the moment. AM's looking for the dunk here. Won't find it. Now has to recover. Fever getting bullied off the ball. AMS does get that boost. Unfortunately, couldn't carry it away. He had maybe an opportunity to put that one on target. It's now AMS again. Look at the control that he has just to keep this one away from Fever. It's been very tough for Fever to hold on to this ball and put something on downfield.
He's gotten both back pads as well, so resources are here for Fever. You're going to have to wait this one out if you're unlucky, but you're also going to have to try to dive for that save. Fever plays it off the ground perfectly and uses all the boost to this one.
And despite the control that you're seeing out of AMS, Fever certainly taking advantage. First the kickoff goal, but this time definitely outplaying AMS here with a fantastic shot down and away to the corner. 2-0 now with just over 3 minutes to play. And certainly has some work to cut out for him, but it is 1v1. So plenty of time to get back into this in a dangerous position here. Flip reset, far post. Yes, sir. And certainly going to put that one away with the space given.
That's a great win as well, and not wasting a lot of time to get back onto the ball. Hits the reset, extra little roll. Was looking for that for about 2 minutes. Finally does find it, cuts the lead in half. Plenty of time in game 2. Just joining us, it was essentially a 0-0 affair all the way down the wire in game 1. Demos led the way, and eventually Renegades found their spot, but in this instance, it has been back and forth. Renegades have the lead for now, but 0-1 on the back of AMS is making a resurgence, and he will get himself the second goal.
Great work from AMS. And kind of getting into his groove here. I think he might have been a little nervous in this first half of this game, but doing a good job of getting back into it. And I think he's starting to find his flow here as he ties things up just over halftime. Getting things going in his favor, especially the challenge game now. You can see the mechanics on him in his first goal. That's something that Fever will certainly have to look out for. Now boostless here. AM's going to pick up full boost. Dangerous spot here. Wants Fever to go. And he surely did. Now the follow-up. AMS needs to get the dunk to keep this one from countering. Good work here for Fever.
We're fine.
A little dicey, but it works.
I apologize for just going out loud. I was a little bit scared, I'm not going to lie.
You got to trust the process. Got to trust the process in ones. as you can feel the pressure here from AMS. Definitely doing a good job of backing Fever off. And you can see now Fever respecting him, or giving him too much respect, and AMS will take the advantage.
Yeah, once he had a lane, I mean, he just absolutely executed. We heard in the last series from Gladiators coach, OMS, I believe I remember correctly, talking about just kind of the cadence of ones, and really it's like it's a mental thing, right? Like you can have nerves and get ahead of yourself too quickly. Learning how to slow it down and build back into this game is huge. And so far, we have seen that as AMS took the opening shots respectfully and has done a very good job of, you know, getting some respect back on the field and kind of forcing the defense to commit itself backwards.
Yeah. OSM, right? You meant OSM.
OSM, correct. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
There's a lot of three-letter names.
Right.
Oh, my goodness.
Speaking of a three-letter name, AMS able to put another one away. This time, you can see, even though Fever gets the boost, AMS knows that he can cut this one downfield, and that's great work to get that shot off. As AMS showing his skill here in this ones. Again, I do think he's favored by quite a margin here against Fever, although Fever certainly has the mechanics to keep up. It is a different ball game even with the mechanics. One's just a different beast. And I think this is a very comfortable matchup for 0-1 Esports, and I think that's why they put out AMS.
And he was able to avoid a demo twice as Fever circled back into the play. And now the recovery on defense is going to be have to be as quick as it was on the offensive side of the ball. Playing it all the way back towards his far corner. This may or may not work out. We'll see what happens. As 100 boost is a lot, but not enough to recover. And Fever gets right around the ball very quickly.
And this is why I don't want to discredit Fever too much, right? Because obviously I think AMS is the better one player, but look at this move here from Fever. Speed, control all the way across the box, and while it looks like it gets away from him, he can recover quite nicely to put that shot on target, and that's the speed that you got to look out for. Fever can put that on. He does it quite a bit in the threes matches, showing it off here in the ones.
That cut is just, my God. It's so tough to guard against. It's almost impossible, just kind of given the position you're at if you're AMS, but certainly a chance now for Fever to make this a 2-0 series lead for Renegades. If he gets an open break, he might just have found it. Hold on,
he's got
recover.
boost.
He's got boost, he's got time, and it's just going to be an assist anyway as Fever will tie it up.
That's a fantastic chase there from Fever. Had 44 boost or so here coming into it, and a great job just to get up and after it, and just quicker than AMS. Obviously went over his head, so it was tougher for him to recover. Able to tie it up here, 48 seconds left.
Good kickoff one as well. He can play this through the corner. He has boost right off the side while we go.
Unfortunately, that one wasn't towards the net, but Fever certainly dangerous from a position like that. That's a quick shot from AMS. That one's on target. Well done from AMS reading that play as he just catches Fever out on the rotation.
Right there, right when he cut into the ball instead of going for boost, AMS knew he got him. He immediately has the angle he wants. If he puts it out right in the front of the box, there's really no way that Fever can catch up to the trajectory. And with that, it's a 5-4 game, lead right back. We'll see what happens on the kickoff. Won by Renegades. Will they maintain it? Good bump. Recovering, not a lot of boost. Gonna have to play it towards the corner to get a full tank. He'll do so.
Oh my. Not the pinch that Fever want to use those chain dashes to get back. Tricky spot here from AMS. Doesn't want to force it. A good job there to kind of make Fever show his hand by going into that. And he's able to keep possession. That's what's important. 10 seconds left now. AMS holding on to his 1-goal lead. Renegades and Fever trying to make the difference here, which is a pick from 0-1, and it'll come out victorious.
Standout twos players and the ability to kind of choose and pick what you want. Looking for Renegades, do you think they're happy that they get ones out of the way? Because it seems that they are a better threes team and potentially a twos team than what their ones has shown, but already 0-1 do find themselves with the lead.
Yeah, like I said, I do think Renegades certainly favored in 3v3, so I think that's where they're really going to focus. Not that they're not focusing in the other ones, but those are the ones that are going to sit down and say, okay, we're going to win these ones. These are the ones we should win. And honestly, I mean, look, I don't think I'm really disappointed in Fever. I think he played a great game there. So I think Renegades, obviously, you're going to have to look forward to taking out a ones or a twos game, but they can rely, because of the format, on the threes game and close out series if they have to.
It'll be interesting to see. Again, welcome back to threes, standard format for all ones, threes, and fives in a series. And already it's 2-0, 0-1. Wasting no time, getting great possessions, great setup, a 50 win, and a collapse on the offense. And there you go. It's a lead.
Yeah, tough challenge there for Fever. And 0-1 did a great job of collapsing, and a fantastic start for 0-1 Esports here in Game 3. 2-0 the first 30 seconds is exactly where you want to be, especially coming off that last win. See if they can hold on to it. Renegades surely not going down without a fight here. They really haven't had a chance to get into this game. They've just been scored on twice in a row.
Now would certainly be the time to potentially cut this lead in half. Great pass to the midfield. A little bit off target, but I like the idea. He's burned about a minute here in game number 3. Series tied up in ones. That's a great save. Almost an unfortunate goal. But 0-1 were able to respond and looking to go up 2-1 in the series, as right now they are fighting back in midfield.
Plenty of time left on the clock here. CJ trying to work his magic out from his own side, but it's 0-1. Great passing play across the box. Unfortunately, no one's there now. Double commit comes out, but they do win the challenge. And CJ gets Renegades out for just the moment, but you can see some great follow-up here from 0-1 to prevent the counter.
I guess really the only thing I'm noticing right now is as everybody trades possessions, it's another great flip. They've 0-1 has burned another minute. And they're finding ways to keep the ball in play, to constantly challenge Renegades on the backboard. Another great interception is Ames will make it 3-0. About a minute ago, we got essentially a goal a minute here, and for Renegades, it seems like there hasn't been a sustained drive downfield.
Yeah, and I think, again, if you want to beat this OCE's team here in Renegades, it's speed that will take them down. And you're just seeing that from 0-1 Esports. Not only the speed behind the ball with the challenges, but just speed to the ball in the air as well. Sure. That's really what's beating Renegades right now. And it's just smothered them on defense. 0-1, they don't even have to work that hard. They just keep throwing it in an awkward position. And 0-1 can take advantage of it.
Well, if you're going to score and try to get this game back under control, if you're Renegades, I think you need to do it in maybe the next 30 seconds or so. Granted, there's a lot of time, but to establish a rhythm, to kind of swing the momentum back and force at least the offensive 0-1 to respect you a little more, because right now they're challenging you right on the point of contact on your own defensive third, right on the goal line, as that one will fly down. A little bit interestingly, CJ trying to get a redirect potentially for center, but no one will be around. Double commit up towards the right side of the field.
Oh, whoa.
Fake. Oh my goodness.
It's good work from Fever, but they need the shot. That's another good drive towards the net there. Quality shot coming out, but again, the defense, everyone's stacked in the box there. Makes it tough to break through. CJ wants a back post shot. It was a decent attempt. Austin there to clean it up. 0-1, starting to feel the pressure here. But instantly, as soon as I say that, they break out.
Chip Reed just kills the momentum of the play. Another instance where Renegades go down the field and they don't really find much, not able to get through their progressions, as we need a quick shot and then we have to get back and try to get possession again. Haven't been able to have a long offensive push. As that one looked dangerous, front of the box once more, easily saved. Scary at times, but not too much. As dealing with the pressure, 0-1, denying every single look that Renegades have.
Renegades really need one to drop here. They've been painting the sides of the net here. Another one skates across the box. Kind of painful if you're a Renegades player and fan as you watch so many chances kind of get away from them. Some good setups, though, and that's important, but you've got to at least have the opportunity with the shot. 0-1 with that 3-goal lead. It's going to be tough to overcome here in the final minute.
50 seconds, you need it now. Great shot, better save. And if you're 0-1, I mean, this is a victory lap here. You got a 3-goal lead. Going to continue to challenge and push the pace like they've done. And I think you're absolutely right, Crowley. Like, to beat Renegades or to beat kind of the versions of the APAC teams, it's the speed. They've just had it all game. They got a little bit in the end of game number 2 when Ames was able to find that rhythm, but right now, the dictation of pace has been all of 0-1, and they have not looked back.
And I think this is kind of the rebound that 0-1 needed in threes. Again, I do think they were a little nervous or a little slow at the gates, whatever you want to say. I don't want to assume too much for them, but I don't think you got the real 0-1 in game 1. I think you're seeing it here in game 2. Or, excuse me, game 3.
Like, who would you put into this 2 spot? I was going to say, okay, I'm going to get an answer for you. I was going to think Fever and CJ. Okay.
Yeah, Fever and CJ was, I think, the more obvious pick. But I would have picked Boston and Ams to go in the 2s. So Zonic coming out. Not that it's a bad choice. Better than what I was coming up with, I suppose.
Do you think they didn't put AMs in just because they felt like they maybe got by with one in the ones? Or is there something else we're not seeing? Because right now it's already a 1-0 lead.
No, I don't think it's a bad choice. I don't want to criticize that. I think it's fine. Usually a lot of times teams want to include their player that they use 1v1 in for 2. So
yeah.
But again, that's what's so awesome about these MENA teams and the MENA representatives here, because they could plug in anyone and they feel confident. And 2s is a very popular playlist over there, as it is everywhere. And that's the one that they grind a lot. So I would say that they're comfortable with any permutation of their squad.
Well, if they keep this pressure going, that's 4 unanswered goals in, what is it, 5 minutes and 40-some seconds of Rocket League. Like, it has kept going. Now they have a chance for another. That's an open net. Not before eventually Fever will come off respawn and be able to find that. Another demo. Now it's 2v1. Do we start putting pressure here? We do. Just can't find the angle.
Good control here. Something very popular in 2s and in 1s is dribbling all the way to your own back wall. Typically in 3s you don't do that because you have a third man that you can pass back to.
Sure.
But a very strong play to kind of gain possession and sometimes bait the opposition to moving too far up the field and then kind of going over their head and beating the first man, which is oh so important here in 2s, getting by that first guy. Even if you get tackled in the next challenge, getting by the first man is so important.
It's really do or die for your offense at that point. If you don't get past him, you're going to have to try again. But if you get lucky enough, you might just find the opening that could lead way to a goal. As now, Fever tries to fall it off the ceiling. Here comes CJ.
Ooh.
And banks it off the right post, and it's good enough to find the goal.
And they needed that one. You were talking about how many minutes it's been. It's almost 7 minutes, coming up on 7 minutes of Renegades not scoring. They finally do here. CJ, a little dink off the post there. Well done. Great placement, I suppose, in the end, as that's where he was aiming for the corner there. And for Renegades, I think a welcomed goal here in this 2v2. They certainly don't want to go down so quickly as they did in the last 3v3. That's just such a big hole to dig yourself out of.
Absolutely not. And you would love to get another one. Right now, it's only been 1 goal. Can they put more together? If any team can do it for Renegade, if any team like Renegades can do it, probably is them. That's not English. We'll roll with it. A lot of time on the clock in this one. Great shot and recovery. That is just absurd.
And this is just the small gaps left open here by Renegades. CJ, I mean, that clearly is just giving the ball away. I think he tried to keep it a little bit there, and I think Fever trusted him to get another touch and tackle as he was facing the wrong direction, or rather in mid-turn to get around to the right direction. And a quality tackle there from Zonics to put that one away.
That's the scary thing of the 0-1 squad. The 0-1 squad is, you know, when you think you're kind of getting them in rhythm and you're able to hit their ebb and flow, they pick up the pace on you and very quickly find themselves an opportunity to put a shot on target, let alone score. It's 2 goals in about 30 seconds. And this great read and 50 win is just disgusting.
And that's a tough challenge there for CJ. Mawson just coming in above him. And great work just to win that challenge. Keep it awkward. I mean, obviously, that's best case scenario to score there. But that tackle is just going in there to make sure that Renegades can't put a counter on, or counterattack on, rather. Still down by 2 for Renegades. Plenty of time, though, left in this game. It's really more about Renegades getting their offense going. I think everything that 0-1 Esports is doing is working just fine.
Yeah. I mean, it's worked up until this point. It's continuing to do so. We'll see if that is the trend moving forward. 2 minutes to play, down by 2. Demo clears the back line. Exit strategy right now for Renegades is get in touch, get back to midfield. It seems that will be the call, as they are circling around for a chance. That's going to ping off the corner. Great redirect to clear the ball away, and that is huge.
There's an opportunity for Fever to get something going offensively. A good touch off the corner, but still CJ can't really get in there. Just trying to play it patient, making sure there's no counterattack to be had for 0-1, and that's what you got to do a lot of times. Sacrifice maybe the half chance just to assure that there's going to be no counter. Now Masena looking for a second touch. He did get it, and CJ to kind of poke it away. I don't know if that one was going to drop, but a good effort here. As now another chance for 0-1. Once the air dribble bump, not going to happen. Fever to turn it away, but you could see just unrelenting offense here from 0-1 Esports.
Yeah, and they know that they have the lead, and the fact that if they can put a third through, it's probably the game in the series. Fever was all by his own. And a great 50. That's just mean. That's just mean. That's 3 goals on 4 shots.
And another one coming out from the challenge game here. It's Renegades just trying to clear it out and taking the challenge, but Masada again has been so strong in that challenge game. And has led, I mean, what, 2 or 3 goals here out of their 4 have just been coming off of the great quality challenges inside the Renegades box.
Outside of the opening pick, it was at least 2 more that were either a brutal 50 or just a huge challenge to intercept the pass. And that's the thing, is that they can pick up the pace on you, but they can also get physical if they need to. There's a bomb, and there's an open
the placement. Oh, man. I mean, the bump was bad enough, but this placement is the dagger in this goal. The bump on Fever here, fantastic from Mawson, and then look at the placement, left side shot. Fever was bumped near post. Impossible to save. 5-1 now for 0-1 Esports.
Anything is possible, I believe. Then again, I've seen a lot. I'm a little worried, as Renegades have yet to find that second goal. They get one, right? They get one, they break a 7-minute streak. But after that, it's dead silence. It's just been relentless offense, constant pacing. And for Renegades, they just weren't able to find their footing.
Yeah, I think it's a lot of Renegades not finding their footing, but really not be given the chance to find their footing here either. And I also think it's just a challenge game diff. Like, I think that 0-1's challenge game is just far superior than Renegades. You've seen that a couple times with the goals, but you've also just seen it in the midfield as well, just winning possession simply. Even if it doesn't lead to a goal, 0-1 Esports, definitely the stronger team in that aspect. Closing this game out, or the series rather, in 4 games, and looking quite strong as well. You know, again, I think Renegades was favored in 3v3, but everything else was, I think, in favor of 0-1 Esports here, as they're trying to get one more for the road. Why not? As it's thrown into the box in